So your business is struggling and you've hit rock bottom. Prices are up and sales are down and you don't think you can meet next week's payroll. You're wondering how you're going to make it, but the truth is the game isn't over because you still have a few more plays in your game book. Think of your business like a football game. You're going to have wins, losses, bad calls, unexpected injuries, and bad decisions. But you've played the game before and you've been down multiple scores late in the game. The principles are the same: resilience to keep fighting, adaptability to change the plays, and strategic decision-making to maximize every opportunity. Your small team is stretched thin, lacking the deep bench of resources that bigger competitors have. A recession is looming, markets are in flux, customers want price reductions while your cash flow feels more like a trickle. But remember this, being behind on the scoreboard doesn't mean the game is over. Just when you think you're out of options, that's actually when you need a change in play strategy, not a white flag. Think forward during the 2008 recession. While competitors took government bailouts, Ford called an audible and unified their global game plan. They focused on their core strengths and streamlined operations when others were panicking. Marvel Comics was bankrupt and nearly extinct before taking a huge risk on their own movie studio. They bet everything on Iron Man when superhero films weren't guaranteed hits. Starbucks closed 600 stores during the recession before Howard Schultz returned and refocused on customer experience. Lego was inches from bankruptcy in 2004 before refocusing on what made them special in the first place. They cut unnecessary product lines and doubled down on their classic brick system. Domino's openly admitted their pizza tasted terrible and completely reinvented their recipe when sales were plummeting. FedEx was down to its last $5,000 when founder Fred Smith gambled it all in Las Vegas to make payroll. Airbnb launched during that same recession when conventional wisdom said nobody would rent rooms from strangers. They solved a real problem: affordable travel accommodations when traditional hotels couldn't adapt to changing consumer needs. Netflix pivoted from DVD rentals to streaming just as the economy tanked, risking their stable business model for future growth. Apple nearly went bankrupt in the 90s before Steve Jobs returned to simplify their product lineup and focus on innovation. In my late 50s, I invested the bulk of my life savings into what seemed like a promising business opportunity. Unfortunately, a number of unforeseen events happened and I lost my total investment in 1 year. The weight of that loss left me emotionally and financially bankrupt, forcing me to rebuild from scratch. It took a few years, but I started a new business and was able to recoup my losses and grow a new six-figure business. You see, you're constantly being tested, especially when you are on the cusp of something great. But here's the truth. It's a game of perseverance, and some of the most spectacular comebacks happen when you're against the ropes. My friend owns a coffee cafe, and for years it was bustling with customers. The world changed and tariff wars caused the cost of her imported coffee beans to skyrocket. Economic uncertainty left customers tightening their budgets, and soon the once crowded shop stood nearly empty. Revenues plummeted, bills piled up, and every day was a struggle. Of course, she thought about giving up, but instead, she got creative. She reworked her menu, featuring locally roasted beans to cut import costs. She launched a sip and save subscription model, allowing loyal customers to pay a monthly fee for unlimited coffee. She partnered with local artisans, selling their crafts and paintings and earning a commission on each sale. She didn't stop there. She leaned into social media, sharing her story of resilience, and her community rallied behind her. Local influencers shared her post and her subscriber base grew. Within a couple of months, her cafe was not just surviving, it was thriving. I look at my businesses like a game. I've had bad seasons. I've been on the cusp of failure. I've lost customers who were 80% of our revenue base. There have been many times when I wondered how I was going to make payroll. I've also had to let great employees go. But you see, I never give up. I look at ways to save the game. I get creative. I even had to put payroll on my credit card. Sometimes the best move is to simplify, cut what's not working and all unnecessary expenses. Find new vendors, renegotiate, go to your playbook, add new things there. Most importantly, don't operate from a spirit of fear, but one of faith. You see, the difference between businesses that fold and those that become legends isn't just about resources, it's about refusing to leave the field while there's still time on the clock. The fourth quarter is where legends are made, not where dreams go to die. Execute your comeback strategy now and turn this year's business game from defeat into victory.